It's Wednesday morning, a little after 6 a.m. and again got up really early, a little over an hour ago. Started packing. We're leaving today. We're starting to head into the mountains about 50 miles northwest into the epicenter of where the earthquakes hit last April and May. April. Couple of tidbits. Nepal is in a time of change. Back a half dozen years ago or so, a new constitution was put in place after a 100+ year monarchy, and I believe there was a coup. I don't know how violent it was, but there's change that's happening, and there's still some pain around that. The model is similar to the U.S. In having a judicial branch, an executive branch, and a legislative branch, but they're still trying to figure out how those work together. And so there's a lot of things that are stalled, not unlike in the United States, trying to get things happening. But I say this because there was the earthquakes hit last April. And it was in June or so that they determined that they were going to do a national recovery authority, which was going to oversee all the reconstruction due to the earthquakes. However, that took quite a while to put in place. And then in the fall, basically everybody that was in authority quit or were let go, or I don't exactly know the story there. There's a lot of things I really don't understand, but I'm just giving you a really high level. This NRA, which is an acronym in the United States that brings upon some emotion, that does here too, but for a different reason. The NRA here hasn't done a whole lot. They've done a lot of evaluation, and because they've changed a lot, their evaluations have taken a long time. There is something that's actually happening this week, hopefully, that they will be determining exactly what they'll be doing for the families that have been affected by the earthquakes. Which means a lot of the families are still living without, in temporary shelters, tarps, whatever they could put together. Many of the families are worried that if they have an outside organization help them, that they will lose benefits from the government. And so they've basically done nothing. Now that's not 100% accurate, but it's a generalization that's pretty true. This week they are supposed to be determining exactly what people are going to be receiving that have had their houses either totally destroyed or partially destroyed. And then also the international non-governmental organizations, the INGOs, like Lutheran World Relief, will have their marching orders on what can be done and how to do it. That has been, everybody's kind of been waiting. So this week is really interesting to be here in Nepal, to be a part of that. Another thing, as I said, we're heading up into the hills. We'll be gone for 4 days, and a couple of them will be kind of like camping. So I'm looking forward to that. Not exactly what a business trip usually is like, but I like it. I like camping. So hopefully I'll have some fun scenery and video for you to take a look at. But I thought I'd just check in early before we got in the car to drive about 4 hours before we meet up with one of our first partners. And I'll talk more about that when we see them. So, talk to you later. We're in a tiny little town along the highway, and we're about to go in and have lunch at this restaurant that overlooks the river here. But it's kind of a bottleneck because there's a bridge that comes across, and there's just a lot of stuff. I don't think I've actually introduced y'all to Patrick and Kat.
Hello.
I'm talking to our people. Okay. And here's Medev.
Hello.
This is a camera that we're talking to our U.S. staff. I'm taking a video right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. Here's our hotel room. We're obviously in a very remote area, so it's nice to have a bed and a place to put your clothes, but it's not a very, we're not in Kansas anymore, let's just put it that way. Back in the bathroom, here's the shower setup. We do have a Western toilet, which is good. To keep the smell down, they put mothballs in the drain. So, but now we're going down to meet with one of our partner organizations. So I'm going to head down to back down to the lobby for that. We'll talk to you later. We just spent 2 hours with one of our partner organizations here in Haramtari, which is in the Gorkha district. There were 60,000 homes that were completely destroyed in this district. And districts in Nepal are kind of like our states. There's 75 districts in the country of Nepal. So they're not quite as big, but that's kind of the government structure. And we were meeting with one of our partners, CDC. They're a local non-governmental organization that we do earthquake response with. So we did some cash for work through them. We actually did quite a few projects. So we just met with them, and now we're leaving. So we'll talk to you later. Here's the view out my window of our hotel. Really neat, colorful homes all the way up and mountains up there. Pretty amazing. Also, the UN Development Program has got some presence here. There's our truck sitting over there. So in Haramtari right now, and there's rolling blackouts where electricity goes out. Just happened in our hotel. You can see there's still lights on up on the hillside. I don't know if you can really see that through this video camera, but there are, and I don't know if that's because they have generators or backup batteries, but basically our hotel is out of power, which is not unusual here. So if you saw any of the pictures of the electrical lines in the area, it doesn't surprise me that there's rolling blackouts and electrical issues. So anyway, I thought I'd share that, dealing with that right now. About to go to bed, so I don't really care if it's dark. But it was a great day, long day, crazy driving. The driving on the highway is really crazy with all the pedestrians that walk along this this highway where people are going 50 miles an hour, and there's trucks, and you beep the horn and you go around them. It's just a 2-lane highway. So there's motorcycles and cars coming at you, and it's kind of crazy. I'm glad we're here, and I can go to bed now without needing to worry about any traffic. But anyway, it was a good day. We had a great meeting with one of our partners, and it was really good to be a part of that. So I don't know if you can see me very well with this, but I'm going to let you go. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later.